And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Williamson. Then it's Saddiq Bey. And it's Matkovic in at the center position.
Ball shooting for might not be textbook, but all that matters is that it's effective.
And here's Poole for three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, this summer saw Hall of Famer Joe Dumars put in charge of the Pelicans front office, returning to his home state of Louisiana. He talked about it being the right place, right time, right people in New Orleans. And he's looking to ensure it's super organized, classy, and elite organization.
They'll get there for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Now we'll hear from Allie Lepore since she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. They're taking on DeJounte Murray, the long, skilled guard, and Coach telling me pregame, when he's locked in defensively, Murray is a problem. He can create havoc on the perimeter. Plus, I like how over the years he's built on his offensive game. DeJounte is such a solid player. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Releases from 15, and there's another one for the Hornets.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in, and it's Colin Sexton in for Knipple. The Pelicans also changing it up. Trey Murphy comes in for Saddiq Bey. And Fears is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Back to Williamson. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, he takes the occasional three because he wants you to come out and guard him. But what he really wants to do is put that ball on the floor.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Williamson. He doesn't hit that one. Plumlee with some nice D. From the wing. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist from Ball.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Poole outside. The three. The shot, no good. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
Hornets leading by 8. We've got Bridges. Colin Sexton is out there with James. And it's Diabate in at the power forward position. So that's the Hornets 5. Pass to Fear. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
James with the bucket.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Three-pointer. And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here's Sexton, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
To the middle. Misi's shot is good. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were punting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Kevin, back to you.
Locking in. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Jumps up, and Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. For three, Murray. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, let's give a shout-out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Poole's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bay gets the bucket.
And I love how assertive Bay is offensively. Solid at catching the defender there off guard.
That's a two from Sexton. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Poole with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
And you see Jordan Poole off the ball, always ready to catch and release. Shoot that rock, Jordan.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for the Charlotte Hornets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. On the Eastern side, LaMelo Ball.
Well, LaMelo's been incredible. I tell you, he has been an elite scorer and passer who can single-handedly dictate the pace of the game, Shaq.
And when it comes to this award, it doesn't hurt that he got that razzle-dazzle to his game.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the New Orleans Pelicans.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy looks, Shaq.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. Jordan Poole is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Williamson. And it's Matkovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Williamson with a screen for Poole. That one doesn't go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Yep, that one goes. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Murray outside. Over in the corner, Poole. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Well, he can be really streaky from distance, but Poole is definitely better from the corners.
And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Murray down low, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got his first points in this one. Shot from the wing, and there's another one for the Hornets.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
Sexton, he's checked in for the Hornets. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. New Orleans moving it around. He kicks to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Ball with the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Pelicans trail by 14. Murray right side. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Charlotte, they've gotten every shot that drops since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Count it.
And this is where Miller continues to improve, creating off the dribble.
To the paint. Out to the wing. Bey wide open, and he fires. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line. He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
The 3 from Poole. Bridges with the board.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Good. That's now 8 points from Brandon Miller.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. There's 10 seconds left in the third. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Five seconds left to play in the third. And here's Poole for 3. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
What a find. These are the kind of plays we've come to expect from him.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knueppel. And it's Plumlee in its center. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates. And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Charlotte leading by 22. Shot on the wing, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. That's 10 points for Miles Bridges. New Orleans has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Matkovic. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Hornets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Ball with the bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Charlotte.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LaMelo Ball.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Goes up on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Matkovic, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, that has to be a relief. Ending a 14-0 run by Charlotte.
Got that one up quick.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Bay passes to Williamson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And so here is New Orleans. No problems knocking that one down.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner 3 look easy.
Here's Ball, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.